Today also live stream will be short because I'm using my son's nap time right now, and I'm sure he's gonna wake up soon, within 30 minutes or so. So I'll just use this time as my practice time. Do my best. I practiced earlier today. I practiced orchestra parts to learn the piece earlier. And now I'm gonna play Sibelius concerto here and there to memorize. Hi, Void. Everything is going well, thank you. This is second movement of Sibelius Concerto. I don't know, I could call it as challenge, but I'm trying to work for this is memorizing. But not just memorizing the notes, the musical idea and then what I want to bring it out for each note, and then checking if I remember them when I play through. Oh, like did I miss the accent? Did I miss some like crescendo? And then did I miss the color of the sound as I intended? And then the level of emotion I dragged as much as I want for the parts. So those things that I'm checking right now. Thank you, Void. Hi, Jade. Wait, today is Monday. You didn't go to school today, did you? Hi, Shirley. That's good, Jade. So you're practicing assignment, workout? In this case, I'm not sure. It could be the bottom notes. I feel like just two different voice, top and bottom. Well, yeah, bass, but the top and bass has a different meter rhythm. So it's complicated. It took so much time for me to learn this rhythm because bottom goes triplet. And then top notes going with the duple meter, which is like in 4. So yeah, I could say much more complicated than Bach. It's obvious, you can see visually the top line and bottom line. I mean, it's not me who decide. When you see the double stop music, and usually top line is a one voice, and then bottom line of the notes is a literally bottom line. Sometimes, of course, exchange the part, but rarely. Usually top is just melody. It's higher than the bottom, then they're all the melody line. I think that's basic. My son just woke up. Okay, 20 minutes. 이리 와. 이리 와. 잘 잤어? 연주? 연주 연습. 카메라 앞에서 연습하는 거야. 엄마 연습 조금 더 해도 될까? 그래? 그럼 로건이 뭐 할 거야? 연습 그만할까?
응. 로건이가 레슨해.
로건이 레슨 할 거야?
응.
바이올린? 그래.
응.
그러자. 뽀뽀했어? 알았어. Alright, my son want to play with me, so I'll say goodbye for now. 뭐 하는 거야? What are you doing? Alright, I'll have fun with this little guy. Okay, practice. Happy practicing, everyone. Violin lovers. Bye bye. Synchronize to synchronize to the notes. I really don't know what's the point synchronized to the bass. Because surely all the, even though double stop context, it depends on what kind of music. Bach and Sibelius, this one, it's kind of, well, in this case, this one has a different meter. Bottom line goes with triplet, and the top line goes rhythmically is different meter progress. But Bach is usually even meter is matched. But I'm not sure what you're talking about. Synchronize. Basically, you're playing one instrument, right? But you play two different voices from one instrument. Like you're being a two or more people. And I'm not sure what you're talking about. Sync to bass note, but when we work on this kind of double stop context, of course find the intonation and then match the rhythm, find the rhythm, lots of calculation. When do I need to play these notes, and then when I have to play at the same time or when I have to play different time. And then also lots of different approach to practice this part. Practice the top line separately and bottom line, and then try put together if we can still hear two different voicing, and then musically the top line and bottom line progress. And sometimes not even double stop, like all the double stop, and then there are some like triple and then quadruple stop. So all of in the middle, like three different voice can happen. So it really up to what kind of context. And definitely, well, it's up to you how much you want to improve yourself, your violin playing. If you really want to go farther and then more, look farther about your improvement, then of course definitely need teacher. Well, is it easier to think if you can learn how to play golf by yourself? Golf, I think it's a good example to talk about violin as well, same as violin. It doesn't really matter. If you are satisfied with just hit the ball, you're okay with it, then you can teach yourself, right? But if you have a teacher, if you take lessons, then teacher will tell you and then correct all the small postures and then tell you the best posture, best angle, develop muscles over time together to make your body stronger, to hit the ball effectively. You know, that's how we do for violin as well. I mean, if you really just like, oh, okay, whatever I do, whatever posture I have it could be good. It could be something you are doing wrong. Never know, right? You might have like good habit, you might have bad habit, both. Everyone has pros and cons. So you don't care. You just hit the ball, and then you feel like hitting the ball more and more every day. Then you don't need teacher. But if you want to be more knowledgeable and just more a little bit serious about how to hit the ball, it doesn't really matter you hit the ball or not. I mean, you hit the notes, you play the notes or not, it's not important. How you play the notes is teacher give you some idea. So it's really your choice and your goal, how far you want to get through. So that's my answer for teacher. But of course, for me, yes, music is not easy instrument. I mean, violin is not easy instrument, so definitely suggest to take violin lesson from teacher. Scales is for your finger. It's like finger exercise. Of course, you know what tune you want to play. Yes, but if you want to play fast, if you want to play some like fast music, even though slow music, it might have some different techniques. Then you need to develop your muscles, and the scales is the most effective way to develop, small muscles, hand, finger, arm, shoulder, even whole body muscles. Knowing is not important. Your body needs to know. Your muscle has to be developed. So, of course, we should practice scales if you want to go farther. And some students complain about why I cannot play fast enough, because didn't go through the long-term process, which is develop the muscles. Okay, let me read Shirley's double stop intonation. Bottom note is primary note. Upper note is to synchronize to the primary note. Why? Upper note has to be a bit lower tuned to be able to. There's no such a rule like that. I don't know why you got that kind of impression on that. Upper note is primary note. Okay, like melody line, like soprano voice or something like that. To the primary note. Bottom note has to be a bit higher to be able to in tune in double stop. Why? Why there is such a rule? Has to be tuned higher or lower? Here's the thing. If you are getting more sensitive about the tune, the intonation, even when we tune the violin, which is double stop, the easiest way to play the double stop, open string. Even when we tune the violin, there's no such perfect in tune. Even when we tune 4 strings, that's not gonna be like 100% perfectly in tune. Even though when we tune each 4 notes, 4 strings to the perfectly to with the machine, like perfectly in tune each one, and then when we play the double stop, both string, that doesn't make harmonized sound. It's a funny thing, you know, there's no such perfect in tune. So we are kind of tuned D string and A string a little bit narrower fifth, which is interval between every string is a fifth interval, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G, D, E, F. G, A, B, C, D, fifth. D, E, F, G, A, fifth. A, B, C, D, E string. A to E string is a fifth. Everything fifth. But we cannot tune. It's just the nature. Nature of the tune just sounds like that. So we cannot tune perfectly. Even though harmonized sounds good when we tune D and A, it's kind of, when we hear like each one is not in tune, perfectly in tune. So it's very relative idea. So if you want to go really pickier, you can try that. But surely if you are, because your question, well, I could understand what you're saying, but your thinking of double stop is too technical wise. Double stop is tricky technique already. So personally, I don't want to put myself into the harder position to practice double stop. I would rather tune one of the notes. I mean, if you're talking about intonation, I would rather just tune either one can make the harmonization with near open string first, and then play the other note together, so make them harmonized. You know what I'm saying? So for example, if I play B flat on A string, G on E string, then I would tune my B flat with open string, D or E, both. Actually, I like to check both. So find the best B flat and then tune G on E string. So that way find the best harmonization sound between B flat and G. That's more about intonation perspective towards double stop. But you've been talking about the bass notes and melody, which is, you're saying primary note, bass and primary. Just simply, I would think they are different voices, like soprano and tenor, you know, like, so different voice, how they make harmonization, and sometimes is non-harmonization, but it's kind of released to the cadence or harmonization. So in that case, of course, we have to work on each both notes in terms of the double stop, both notes, we have to care about the intonation, each note. But what I'm saying is, intonation is of course basic of the basic that we have to work on at first, at the beginning. And then what we have to focus is the listening to the top line and then bottom line, and then eventually our ears train hear both lines. So the top notes goes as its musical line, and then bottom notes, whatever bottom notes has, like could be like just a simple pulse. Bass usually simple pulse, like boom, 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 like melody line, whatever, nice nice top line. So double stop is another level in terms of our ear has to do some multitask. So maybe two different ways. Technical perspective, which is more for more intonation, and then I'm talking about musical line phrasing from different two voices. Hi, Erica. No, I've never seen him playing live. I wish I could. Yes, of course we need to train our ears to hear harmony, and then also eventually harmony is just a separate note. But what I'm talking about is the different phrasing still come out. We are one person, but different two voice playing it. I know it sounds more complicated, but so much more fun that way. Then lots of brain has to work. Brain work a lot for those, especially double stop. The top line, bottom line has different meter system. That's the thing. That's the tough thing to figure out. So that's why music theory is important. Hi, Jose. Yeah, music theory give us the eyes and ears how to look at the notes, how to figure out the notes, how they are look like. Music theory really gave us the hint, idea. So yeah, that's why music theory is kind of necessary. All right. In America, it's Martin Luther King's Day, so it's holiday. And next week, my school starts again. But it's gonna be online. Yeah, here in Sacramento, the COVID cases is like has increased. So situation went worse right after New Year's. So hopefully it gets better again. And even though it was short amount of the time, was happy to see you all. Thank you for coming by, Jose, Shirley, Erica, Uva, Biscoitinho, Jade, Void of Misery. Everyone, thank you. See you later. Happy practicing. Bye bye. Thank you, Shirley. Bye.